Hello friends, my name is Dr. Afzal and I'm going to discuss some brief issues which are important for Pakistan and rest of the world. There has been a direction from the World Health Organization to the member states that they should go for the genome sequencing of the positive PCR cases. Why they have asked this? Because now the WHO is very serious about the identification of the variants which are popping up in different parts of the world. The most important one are from the South Africa and Brazil, because there is a now there is a genuine fear that one of the variant which is from the South Africa and is very famously known as E484K, or this is also known as the escape mutation. Now there is a genuine fear that this variant can escape immune system and immunity which is created by the vaccine. Certain tests are being run against this variant, and these results will be available in 1 to 2 weeks. Up till now, there was a variant from the United Kingdom which we know as the B117, and Pfizer vaccine ran its test against B117 and they have declared that their vaccine is workable against this UK variant or UK strain. How they do it? They first inoculate their vaccine to the volunteers or the participants. Then everyone knows that after 2 weeks after the second dose, antibodies are produced in the body. So they take antibodies from the person and in the laboratory they put them against the new variants of the UK origin, and then they had seen that it works against that variant. So this is a very good news, but there is also a fear that the South African variant, which contains a mutation which I named E484, and it was also detected in Brazil. If this spreads across the globe, there is a genuine concern that it can decrease the effectiveness of the vaccines. There is a news from India. India has become one of the country which has started one of the mass vaccination campaigns for its people. They have the plan to target 300 million people, and initially they are going to give injections to 30 million of their frontline health workers, including doctors, nurses, paramedics, and all those people. And in the next phase, they plan to give injections to 270 million. Those people who are either more than 50 years of age or they have comorbidities like diabetes mellitus, hypertension, and so many other comorbidities, because due to these comorbidities one becomes very susceptible or prone to develop complication as a result of COVID. There is also big news from Pakistan. Pakistan's regulatory department, which we call here as DRAPE, Drug Regulatory Authority of Pakistan, has given emergency use authorization to first vaccine, which is from the AstraZeneca company, which was developed by the Oxford University. But there is a glitch. Even in spite of giving EUA authorization to this vaccine, Pakistan will not be able to get this vaccine sooner. There are two reasons. One, in our region, which is South Asia, the manufacturing rights and distribution rights are with India, which has announced that it can only serve other countries once it has inoculated its targeted population, which is at least 300 million. So it's very difficult for Pakistan to receive the AstraZeneca vaccine soon. The second hope which Pakistan can put on is on the WHO, which has pledged that it will give Pakistan a vaccine to cover 20% of its population once that vaccine is received to the COVAX facility of the WHO. But that doesn't seem likely happening before second quarter of the 2021. So then what Pakistan is left with, the options which the Pakistan is left with is that our private sector can import vaccines from across the globe if our DRAP or the Drug Regulatory Authority, it gives EUA to different other vaccines. There is a plan that EUA will be awarded to Sinopharm vaccine in the coming week, and they are even considering giving EUA status to Sputnik 5, which is a Russian vaccines. Once these vaccines are given EUA status, then there are chances that Pakistani's private sector can try to import vaccines, and these vaccines will be then provided to the public, whosoever wants them, and obviously they'll be charged. Now, Sindh government in Pakistan has asked the federal government to let them procure vaccine on their own, because they tried to contact Sinopharm. Sinopharm company has been doing their phase 1 clinical trial in Karachi. There is an institution which is known as International Center for Chemical and Biological Sciences, or ICCBS. These phase 1 trial were conducted over there, and when the Sindh government has contacted Sinopharm to sort of make a commitment with them to receive the vaccine, Sindh government was directed by the Sinopharm to first come to them through the federal government. So Sindh province is quite concerned because they have got plenty of cases and they have so many deaths there. But their record is better than the largest province in Pakistan population wise, which is Punjab. Sindh province had almost 233,396 cases. And there the mortality in the Sindh was 3,769 cases. So they are trying to get vaccine as early as possible and as rapidly as possible, so that they can give it to their people free of cost. Even they are making plans to get it from the private sector if private sector is able to acquire it first. There is also another news that is that up till now more than 2 million people have died due to COVID. So these are some updates from across the globe and from Pakistan. Thank you so much for watching this video.